Yo, yo, yo. It's Marky Marks Terrell going as your. No, I'm not a rapper. But on the real, though, I would like to pray for all the people in Asheville, North Carolina, and those victims and people that suffer from the Hurricane Helene. My prayers go out to you, and I hope God finds a way to help you. And I hope people find a way to help you in some way. I want to let you know that you're all in my prayers. God won't let you down. God won't let you down. Trust me. You'll be fine. It's all going to work out. It's all going to be good in the hood. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Oh man. Well, Florida's about to get hit pretty bad again. Oh boy, I know what that's like to get two hurricanes, one right after the other. That happened back in 2018. 6 years ago, that happened here and destroyed a lot of things. So I feel for everybody in Florida right now, getting prepared for that shit. Hopefully, hurricane season comes to an end next month, and hopefully, everybody's going to be safe. If I was in Florida right now, I'd be out of there. Y'all can come to Bermuda for the week. Hang out here and get away from hurricane shit. That'll be your best bet. Hey Ann, how you doing, sweetheart? You all right? Hey Holly, how you been? You used to live in North Carolina, Mons. I was worried about my friends and family. I'm Holly. I honestly, I don't know. I'm speechless about looking at some of those videos. Looking at some of those videos, I'm like, what the hell? Honestly, I wish I can do something, but I can't. Obviously, I'm too far away, and I'm not a millionaire, and Lord knows. Hey Marley, how you doing? But yeah, I feel bad for those people in Asheville, um, in Carolina. It's I saw people crying on video. I saw people like devastated. I saw shit mangled and demolished. And I tell people all the time, I've been through many hurricanes in my life, and it's no joke. People take that shit as a joke, and people think that nah, we're gonna be all right. It's best to over prepare than get fucked. Don't ever think that you're safe. You're not safe. You better prepare for the worst because that's what's gonna happen, right? And I'm not saying that they didn't prepare. I'm saying like you got to be prepared for the worst. You either get the fuck out of there or like do something to secure yourself. But I'm sure half of those people didn't believe that that was gonna happen that bad. But I'm praying for them, and I really hope that everything works out for them and they get help. Looks like they are getting help. I've seen like helicopters fly over there. People sending supplies, driving. Yesterday I saw a really nice video. Walmart actually sent 60 container trucks all to Nashville to give them supplies because there's no stores, there's nothing available. You have to drive. Like, there's a guy that did a video. I see a lot. The media won't show you all that shit, right? Because they don't want you to think that their precious little president is doing all he can do. He ain't done fucks. That's why everything's all fucked up anyway. And there's no stores for miles and miles that are open. The gas stations are packed. So like people are coming from out of state into North Carolina to a certain highway and they're dropping off shit. And Walmart had 60 trucks come by. This guy filmed it. 60 trucks with pure supplies and generators, gas, food, clothes, everything. And this other guy, like he was I watched some of his videos too. He went out there himself and he was like showing everybody like all the shit. And there was like every like couple hundred feet, there was like bottles of water on the side of the road for people who needed it. Like that just shows like how much people care, about that. Hey, Miss Bikini. That's cool. You can put me up on that big screen. Yeah, I was shocked to see how much people helped. Like people with private helicopters were actually saving people and transporting them like to safer grounds. And there's a guy, he had a blue helicopter, right? This nice looking helicopter, small. It was him and his wife, and they were like delivering food, water, supplies to everybody. Like people were going like this, and then they would like fly down to him, give them pure shit like cases of water, food, ask them if they need anything, ask them want to get transferred somewhere, want to go somewhere. It's amazing to see how much like locals were helping and people like were helping them because the government ain't helping them. They said FEMA ain't got no money. The government just wants to. Kamala said she's gonna give $750 per person. What the fuck is that? I don't understand. Right? It's all bullshit, right? So the government ain't gonna help you anyway because it's not their fault. See, the hurricane ain't their fault. It's not. It's just whatever, and they ain't gonna do shit anyway. In Florida, the guy Rob DeSantis or whatever his name is, that guy, he's a badass. He helped North Carolina, and he did a long, over an hour. He briefed everybody in Florida and said, "Look, another hurricane's coming towards there. Hurricane Milton is supposed to be a Category 3 to 4. It's gonna fuck Tampa and all those places up again. I hope not. I hope it dies before there. But like people don't understand what it's like to get hit multiple times in the same year. I know what it's like. Bermuda got hit in 2018 by 2 back-to-back hurricanes within the same week. We got hit 4 days apart, back to back. And I was like, what the fuck, man? We're gonna end up fucking dying of some shit out here. Like, but we got Bermuda's been hurt plenty of times by hurricanes. Like pure bullshit, no electricity for like a month. Shit like that. And everything's fucked up, you know? Yeah, people always help more than the government. The government's a joke, man. That's why this shit happened, see? That's why this shit happened. This shit happened really for God to show everybody that you voted for a bunch of morons that ain't gonna help you. You voted for a bunch of devilish, money-hungry bastards that ain't doing nothing for you, right? And there's only certain people that are gonna help. And I'm so happy that people are seeing the truth now of who they really voted for 4 years ago and who does shit and who doesn't do shit. And that's why all these states have governors and have, people running their states. And the ones that are running it very well, they're going to survive. The other ones are going to be idiots. They're going to be just like the governor, My dog's drinking water over here, if you hear anything. She's over here licking her chops. You okay, baby? Yeah. Drink some water. You've been snoring like a pig. Yeah. I think you should have. You think you would. I think you was a pig in your last life, and you came back as a dog, but you still snore like a pig. My dog, pain in the ass. Yeah, and where are those people gonna go? Exactly. There's already housing crisis. There's already immigrants taking the houses anyway. But the good thing is like that place. Yeah, that place is all about mines, and they have resources, so they're good. Like they're gonna be okay. The one thing about those people I can see by listening to them and seeing them on video, I can tell they're really, they have machinery, they have farmers. Those people ain't got nothing to do right now because their shit's all gone. So they're gonna start building shit. They're gonna start, building back up and making shit happen. There's people who have half a house, parts of a house. There's one lady where they said, look, we ain't going nowhere. We're just gonna stay here and ride it out and fix this shit, and that's it. And that's what we do in Bermuda. When shit's broken, we fix it and we go back to normal. Everything's gonna grow back. Shit's gonna get fucked up, and then you just deal with it. And then you work to make it better. You work to fix it. That's it. And I hope that they get back to normal. And one thing I know for sure is they're getting a lot of help from real people. Even Trump did a GoFundMe, and pure people donated to it so he can help. He was one of the first people to take a plane load of shit of supplies to those people, and he went there to talk to the people. He was one of the first ones there. But where's those other idiots? They're talking about, oh, we're gonna give you 750. Are you serious right now? What the fuck is 750 gonna do? Fuck out of here, man. People are, I'm telling you, there's a lot of people in this world, not just the United States, but in the world that are absolutely like mental. Really, really mental. Exactly. And like what is that woman even thinking when she said 750? What the fuck is wrong with that? What the fucking wrong with these people, man? That should, people are going off. That's why people are seeing the truth now. That's why shit's happening right before this election, is to wake everybody up. Like I told everybody 4 years ago, you were making the biggest mistake of your life voting for these fucking clowns, right? But nobody listened to me. Everybody said, "Oh, Mark, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't live in America." I said, "Okay, you're gonna fucking not speak to me because I'm gonna tell you the truth. And the truth is you fucked up 4 years ago by voting for these two clowns. And now look, everything in America's fucked. Don't tell me it ain't. I know. That's why I ain't been there since. Because I don't want to go to that fucking place when those people are in power of that. They ain't done shit for nobody. All you do is talk the same shit every day. Not this time, Marley. People are seeing, the polls are showing the truth. Trump's going to win. And Vance is a very good guy. He speaks well. He knows what's happening. He served America. He served his country. He was a Marine. Not like those two other clowns, and well, three clowns, is Biden, Harris, and Waltz. They're all a bunch of morons. Those people are just like, there's good Democrats and there's bad Republicans, and there's good Republicans and bad Democrats. It's just life. You know what I mean? There's good and bad in everything. But right now, the only solution for America is Donald Trump. And that's a fact. And ain't nobody gonna ever tell me that's not true. Because when he was there, it was a lot better than it was now. And he will do what he says because he's got money. He don't need your money. He's got money. That motherfucker's got so much money coming out of his ass. That's why he was the first one to go help North Carolina. He was the first one to send supplies and go take shit and start a GoFundMe shit. And he's got all these people that love him, that got millions of dollars that help. That's why you need somebody like that. But what do I know, right? I live here. But guess what? I have the same government here. Holly, you can ask your question when you're ready. I got your donation. But there's a guy that came on, a guy from Kentucky came on TikTok, and he says, "Hey everybody, I'm so and so from Kentucky." This story made me cry, or I cried for a little bit. I don't normally cry, but I got touched by what this guy did. He went on TikTok. He's from Kentucky. He went on TikTok and he says, "I have I think he says 85,000 acres of land." He's like got a whole like land, all this land. I think he said 85,000 acres. He said, I think he said that, right? It's like a mountain full of like place. And he says anybody can come here and live for as long as you want, or as for how many years you want. You can stay here forever. I don't care. All of you people that North Carolina that don't have a home, you can live here with me in Kentucky. My land is your land. You know, my country is your country. You can come here. I'm not going to charge you anything. You come here because right now we all need each other. I have tons of land. You go make whatever you want here and live if you want here. I got plenty of land. You come here and do whatever you want. See that? Like, who the fuck does that? He literally said, like, I have acres and acres of land. You can come here. I'm in Kentucky. DM me and I'll give you directions. See what I'm saying? Just because he wanted to help everybody. And we need more people like that. And there's tons of people like that, but they're not going to be on the news. You know? People ain't going to be on the news doing that shit. Because, see, people are fed up. Everybody in this world right now is fed up of the lies, the bullshit, the conspiracies, the convenience news that gets put out, and the truth and the lies. People are fed up. They had enough. And that's why more and more things are happening before this election, because it's making Americans understand and believe now that they fucked up. And now's your chance to redeem yourself. And now's your chance to vote the right person at the right time. A man who praises God, a man who knows that God's above him, and a man who's going to help you and not just say he is. And if he gets a second term and he's there for 8 years, America will be great again. I guarantee you that. You heard it here first. Believe me when I tell you. I know what I'm talking about. Because I lost a lot of friends 4 years ago when I told them they were making a big mistake. And they ain't come back. And I don't give a fuck. Because now I proved them all wrong. And that's why Bermuda is such a good place. Because Bermuda, when we have a crisis, everybody comes together. Everybody helps everybody. Neighbors help neighbors. Family helps family. Because we know, the hurricane is something that we can't stop. It's there. It's gonna come. It's gonna fuck shit up. But if you have like something that somebody needs, the person will give it to you, like, or learn it to you, or like, if I got power, I'll give you my generator. Just, pay for your own gas and do whatever you got to do. Even if you need gas, I'll put some in there to help you first. I'm the first person to help somebody because I believe in helping people, so I get good karma and I feel good about myself. But not too many people give a shit about each other. But those people in North Carolina, I guarantee you, they will all come together, because those people I can hear in their voices, and I can see in their eyes, and I can hear them, the confidence they have to like build everything back and make everything, good again. Like, I know those people are good. Like, they'll make it happen. They're hard workers. See, when you come from nothing, you know what you're doing. So you know how to make shit. You can live with it. That's the difference with those people in North Carolina. Exactly, Marley. Yeah. Yeah, Holly, I agree. All right, what does Spirit want you to know about the near future? All right, let's check. I've been talking so damn much. My mouth is dry as shit. I gotta stop talking about politics and stuff, because some people, they get mad. I don't give a fuck anyway. Just turn the channel. Most people in here agree with me anyway. But even if you don't, I don't hate you. It's just my opinion from what I see and what I know. And trust me, I talk about America and their fucked up ways and their politicians and their government, but Bermuda is no different. We have a fucked up government right now that with broken promises, a lot of bullshit. They don't give a fuck about us. They take everything from us. And because elections are coming up, they want to increase the pension for the elderly by certain percent. So they're going to get like a couple bucks more. So you only do this when election comes. So you're already showing me what a piece of shit you are by doing things to get a vote so you can stay in and get a six-figure check while these 80-year-old people are suffering from bullshit fucking pension. So you think we're gonna vote for you again because you increased pension at the last minute? So why you didn't do it when you was in power all these years for the past 4 or 5 years? See, this is what pisses me off about government and politicians. They only do shit to make you happy for like a week or two or a month, and then after that they go right back to shit again. Oh, there you go, Miss Bikini. I like the love boat. All right. So Spirit wants you to know, Holly, that stay away from any type of jealous people or people who like want to argue with you or want to say things to you that you don't like. Things might be a little stagnant and like slow moving for you in the future. I would say from now to the end of the month, I would say that there's going to be some changes about situations like your stability. Try not to get into any setbacks with people's energy. I know you work with energy, but try not to get yourself attached to some people's energy that are bad. All right. Try to learn how to disconnect from it. If you are doing that, great. It's just this is like a warning that you might get somebody with some bad energy here and there, and don't let it cause you setbacks or don't let it make you lose your stability. Um, your past relationships and friendships, um, your past relationships and friendships can come and like come back into your life, and people from your past that you had friendships and relationships with, they might try to come back into your life to see what you're doing, how you're living, like trying to get in your business. So try not to allow those people to come back in, you know? Yeah, and the reason why things are slow, I would say it's because of, you getting over the past, you getting over friendships that didn't work. It might be bothering you. It might be like, you might be dreaming about it, or you're going to, or you might just be thinking about it from time to time, saying, "Why did I even deal with this person?" Or why is this person coming back all of a sudden to talk to me, or whatever? People might start to come back this month, and if they're not already, but try to keep them out and don't let them get in your way. Don't fear this. Don't worry about it. Just apprehend it that, it's just the way it's going to be. You're not going to gain from this or anything like that if you allow this energy to be taken and absorb it, you know? Just make sure you clear your energy and clear your mind from the past things. Yeah, exactly. This is like a spiritual warning, I would say, to try not, I mean, not try, but don't go back to any type of exes or friendships that were once bad and now like they want to come back and be all buddy buddy with you. Exes, whatever it is, whatever this is, friends, relationships, people that that are no longer good for you and you got rid of them, don't let them come back, because that's going to be the test for you. The test for you to have your energy clean and clear is going to be tested. So maybe that's why things are slow right now. So that way, um, maybe that's the way God Spirit wants it to be, because they want you to like, take it easy and not absorb too much energy at the same time and not absorb too much. Take a break, and make sure, like, you can you have how am I gonna say this? Like, just maintain your good energy and not like um take in the bad energy or even bad thoughts. Like, even if like someone gets on your nerves, like, try not to be like dwelling on it too much. You know what I mean? Don't go on and on about it. Don't keep thinking about it over and over. Try to clear your energy right away, so that way you don't even get an ounce of it inside of you. You have to manipulate your mind almost to be in a good frame of mind, so these people won't get you in a bad state of mind. You know? Yeah, that's why the warning's coming up. Yeah, you'll move forward and things will be better. You'll overcome these obstacles after like a week afterwards. You'll be like, in November, you'll get things will get better. But you're still gonna be suspicious, and you're still gonna be like in suspense, as if like, I wonder if I got my point across, or I wonder if that person's gonna come back after I told them fuck off, or like got rid of them. So I hope they don't come back anymore. And it's probably a man. I'm getting here. It's a man, and he's very disappointed and unhappy about the experiences that he had. So it could be an ex, and it could be like, someone to make you like, someone you don't trust. Put it that way. But things will get better. Things will advance. You'll have more activity. Even like in the next 7 days, things can get, start to move a bit forward. So you might have to like negotiate with certain people, or like you'll have an advantage here and there. You'll overcome the challenges that you get. So don't let it bother you too much. Just know that, spirit wants you to know basically that you're gonna get tested. And during those tests, you just have to not absorb any negative energy from these people. That's the main thing. Whoever it is, whoever comes in and tries to take your energy, don't allow it to happen. You know? Right. So if you've already sent some people away, those people might try to come back and take your energy again, or and convince you to be cool with them. Just not try, but do your best to not allow that to happen. And if you do, you already know it's going to happen. You're going to always be in suspense. You're always going to be suspicious. You're always going to feel like you can't trust them. And then you're going to feel your energy you're going to start to fear. You're going to start to have anxiety. You're going to start to have all these, feelings of like, what if this person, does some dumb shit to me again? Or what if they, are cool now? Don't even give them a chance, because I'm not getting to accept them back. I'm getting, don't accept them back. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. So this is more of a warning to not go backwards. Keep going forward, because you've come this far. So don't go back. Right. Now I was just going to say that you've been telling me how good things are and what you're doing with your life, and you've worked hard. So that's when you're on top of your game and things are going good, that's when the people come back to try and get you off that mentality of security and happiness. They want to get you down to the ground again. They want to get you back into their energy. So that's more of a warning than anything. But you'll be fine in the end. All you got to do is not allow these people to come back into your life. Because these are more like energy vampires, like people that want to take your energy and want to make you feel miserable like them, or they're going to dump their problems on you. We don't need those people in our lives, because they can be very draining. That's why I'll listen to people. If you're my good friend, I'll listen to your drama. I'll listen to, your life and stuff, but like, you're not gonna sit here and fucking deal with me every day and aggravate me every day. Hell no. I'll be like, yep, time for you to hit the road. You need a psychiatrist. You don't need me. Exactly. That's a good way to put it. People like to steal your energy, so don't let them steal your energy because it's on a high now. Oh, nice, Miss Bikini. Rubber duckies to put in the bathtub. That's cool. Just hope to God that you know they don't see what they don't need to see. Okay, Holly, you too. I'm glad you're okay, and it's good to see you. Thanks for checking in. You too. Have a good night. Now, I didn't say that to I'm just saying like the rubber duckies and shit. Thanks, sweetheart. Yeah, there people who say that there's cameras everywhere, but don't you know people know you can get caught. If you can't really have cameras at a place like that. That's against the law. You're invading somebody's privacy. Hey Marcin, how's it going? Oh yeah, I don't blame you. I don't really go to Airbnbs. I go to hotels, but I've never been to one in Boston. I would like to. You have another situation, Marcia? Well, we can deal with it. We'll figure it out. Yeah, sure you can. We'll take care of it. We'll make it happen. We'll figure it out. So yeah, it's Airbnbs. I would like to go to one in Boston when I go eventually, but I'm probably gonna go in February. My nephews are going to Boston to play volleyball, so I might go with them this time. And it's around my birthday time, so I might go and check those guys play volleyball and hang out at the place and watch the games. And I might, uh, stay at the same hotel that they're staying at. That's probably gonna be the next time I go away because I need to do a lot of work from now until the end of the year. Yeah, that's what I mean. Time's flying, and pretty soon we're gonna be saying Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And then next thing you know, I'll be like, all right, guys, I'm going away for the weekend. I'll see you guys when I'll take everybody with me anyway. I'm just going. I can go live on my phone now, so I'll just show everybody where I'm at. You know, take you guys for a tour, and hopefully by then, um, we all the stuff in America is back on track, and everything will be fine. You know. Yeah, right now it's 11:15. I'm the night owl. I'm actually on earlier than I usually come on. No, no. Boston's an hour behind. 1 hour behind me. So right now it's 10:15 there. They're Eastern Standard Time. I know there's a lot of time. So there's Pacific Standard Time, which is 4 hours behind me, and then there's Mountain Time, which is 2 hours behind me, and then there's Eastern Time, which is an hour behind me. Yeah. So that's the ones that I know of. Yeah. Yep, I just got it. Beep. All right, Marcy, I'll check that for you. All right, cool. Let's check. Yes, I remember. Usually, I get a lot of people in here from the West Coast, like from California and stuff. A lot of my when I used to first come on here, I had a lot of people from California coming here because right now it'll be like 7:15 there, so they'll be like watching me while I'm up late. You know. And then there's people like from Australia and New Zealand that are already into Monday afternoon for them right now. So it's crazy. It's amazing how many people. I got a few people. Um, I got a friend from Singapore that comes in here, a friend from Philippines that comes in here. So they're already in Monday. They're already like halfway through their day. It's like 12 hours ahead. It's kind of crazy and weird and cool at the same time. It's crazy how the time zones are. Mhm. I think you'll be able to stay, Marcia. I don't think they're gonna like kick you out or something like that. But I just feel like there might be an increase maybe from the new owners. Like, but it'll like they might do some renovations there, things like that. They might do certain things that will uh they'll do certain things that will cost more, or you might have to pay more. Yeah, that's the only thing I see here that they can do, which will be like it'll be a setback for you in a way, um, and you might not be happy about it. But as far as like you staying there, it's pretty much up to you after they raise the rent. If you're able to pay that, then you'll be fine. You know, I don't think it's gonna be a lot more, but it might be like maybe a couple $100 more. I'm getting the number four, so it might be $400 more than what it is now, or around that. So it might be, that price. I can't guarantee that, but that's the number that I have here. So let me just check something out. That's the thing. Yeah. See, that's why I'm getting what I'm getting, because if they renovate the damage in your apartment, you're gonna have to like move out of there, right? Or like they might have to schedule something where you have to go somewhere else and then they fix it and then you come back or some shit like that, depending on what the damage is or what they think. But there's a chance where you might say, you know what, I can get somewhere else better. So next year, I'm not this year, even though there's 2 months left of this year. I feel like you'll be fine being there for the rest of the year. But come next year, you might have different plans. You might end up getting a better place, or you might explore your options. Because I'm getting that the person who the man who that's gonna earn this place, if it's a man and he earns it, he's gonna be like an ass, and he's like not gonna really care. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be like, I don't give a shit about what people want around here. I own this place now. So, he's gonna be like, whatever, whatever, whatever. So, you know what I mean? So there is gonna be renovations for the new owners. The new owners are gonna make renovations, and that might cause, a little bit of, an increase, obviously, and then they're gonna like go from there. But I'm getting that you'll be okay to the end of this year, but next year you might be saying, fuck this place, I'm gonna go. That's what I'm getting. So it might be to a point where you just want to get out of there. I don't know if that's, your plan, but you know. Well, you can't really hide damage, if you think about it. You can't hide damage. Those people are gonna come into every apartment and they're gonna see the damage before, like, they get to it. You know what I mean? So that you can't hide damage because people are gonna come. They're gonna come and see it. That's like inevitable. That's guaranteed. If I'm buying something, I'm definitely gonna look at the damage. They didn't come in there that you know of. Do you have cameras in your place? And also, if you've reported the damage, they already know. That could be it too. You see what I mean? What I'm getting is they're not hiding the damage. They know of it and they know they have to fix it. Like they're aware of units that are there that are damaged, and that's why like I got right off the bat that they need to fix shit. They're gonna renovate stuff. Like so they know about the damage. They know about it, but that's why they're trying to like solve that whole issue with the renovations and things like that. Hey Virgo, what's up, sweetie? Oh, there you go. See, so they know about damages. They know because obviously, they know from other people. I'm sure you're not the only one there. So they know, but they're probably ignoring it for now, and then they're gonna fix it probably, and then increase the rent when they fix it because that's how it works. That's how it all works. They people buy shit, they fix it, and then they raise the rent. It's like a regular thing in the world, unfortunately. Yeah. I would say, to a certain extent, like I wouldn't say they're ignoring it completely, but they know it's there, They know it's there, but just like, yeah, we'll get to it when we get to it. Which I'm sure it's probably been like that for a long time, probably. That's why they don't give a shit, because they knew that they were gonna sell it. Because that's what people do. It's a corrupted system for people out there. Exactly. That's what's gonna happen. That's what it's all about. That's why when you buy something or you rent something, you're always supposed to check everything first or take somebody that knows what they're looking at. That's for sure. And try everything before you buy it. You're damn right. That's why I don't buy secondhand shit or I'll never rent a place that is trash. I'm gonna make sure. But see, one thing about me, I can talk like that because I fix shit. In my last apartment, before I came to this apartment, I was at another apartment, and it was a decent place, but it was a lot of like old windows and sliding doors, the old shit door. And they were like, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" I was like, "Yeah, I do maintenance, I do construction, electrical." They're like, oh, okay. Well, if we buy a door, would you put it in? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I put in this door and they took off 2 months rent. And then they're like, oh, you did a great job. Can you fix this? Can you replace this window right next to the door? Yeah, sure. Oh, we'll take another 2 months off of rent. Okay, cool. I worked for my rent at that place. They were just happy that they had somebody to fix it. They bought the door, I put it in for free, and then I got rent for free for like 2 months, which I needed at the time too. So I was happy as shit. I was like, yeah. And then I painted the place and I left it all nice and neat before I left. I even left my TV there on the wall and shit. And they were like, when they see me sometimes, they're like, oh, Mark, we wish you were back. I'm like, yeah, I got a better apartment now. I won't tell them that, but I do. I have a much better apartment now. And I fixed this apartment up. This apartment never looked this good. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You can sell it with the damage, and then they're going to like get they're going to take money off whatever when you buy things that are secondhand, which is a secondhand building and a building that's older, and they have there's gonna be like damage. There's gonna be deductions, so they're gonna look through everything and be like, we know we have to fix shit. But when we do, we're gonna raise the rent to pay for those damages and pay for those, guys to do it. It's expensive. And materials are super expensive now due to the tax and the inflation, and due to our great leaders of the world. Yeah, so if the building's over 50 years old, then they know they have to do shit. They have to change things because everything's up and newer now. You have to be up to code too. You have to like the code of buildings change over the years. So, I don't know how it is over there, but I know that it's pretty much the same thing when it comes to codes of buildings. When you buy a building, you gotta have to have it inspected because you can't just buy shit and have no inspection. And they probably have a list of people who complain about the damages in their places. And they said, look, unit 35, they have a leak. Unit 36, they have, a broken toilet. Unit whatever, they have this going on. You know, that's the thing. You know, I'm telling you that they're gonna have to, because in order to sell the building, right? Listen, in order to sell that building completely, they have to fix certain things, or else the people buying it are going to take money off. So it's either one way, one thing or the other. It has to be that way. There is no other way. Like, they're either gonna sell as is, or they're going to fix some things so they don't get a lot of money taken off. So like that's like a negotiation on their part. So that's what's probably gonna happen. Because there's no way they're gonna buy that building without fixing some things, or they're just gonna say, "I'm taking my losses." Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, because I don't see it being any other way. They're not gonna fix something to sell it. They're just gonna be like, "Fuck it." If they're selling that building, they're selling it for a reason, because they don't want to fix it. You see what I mean? So they're probably getting the building for a decent price, and they know of all the fuck ups that they have to fix, and that's why the first set of cards I told you that they need to renovate it, and then they're gonna put up the price. So yeah. And people need work anyway, so I'm sure they'll do it. But those people also know that the prices of things ain't cheap. So they know that people that see where you live, there's a lot of migrants too. And those people they got enough money to overpower the locals and say, you know what, we'll pay the rent. We just want somewhere to live. And that's a sad reality. I told you that, Marcy. Are you listening to anything that I said? Huh? Are you listening to anything I just said? Yeah, yeah. The new people are gonna fix it. Yeah. I told you that in the very beginning. I told you that your rent might go up because the new people are going to fix and renovate it. That's why I don't understand why you keep asking me the same thing. I already answered. It's all right. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Which is the more thing to do, like because the old people ain't gonna fix shit, because that's why they're selling it. You know, they ain't gonna fix that. If they would have fixed it, they would have been fixed it so they can get more value. Common sense is to fix shit, but to sell it at a better price. But if you have new owners, then that means they're gonna fix it, and then they're gonna put your shit up. You know, nah, don't. It's all right, sweetheart. It's all good. It's all good. I'm not mad at you. Yeah, Miss McKee. But I always tell people. I know a lot of people don't like to hear this, and some people have different opinions. But as a person that does the work that I do, I've seen a lot of people fix a house up and sell it and get some of the money they spent on it back, but you're never gonna make it all back. So it don't even make sense doing it. Just sell it like it is. And you save your money because that person that you sell it to, they're gonna change everything anyway. And that's exactly what happened to my sister's old house. I fixed it all up, and then a person that I know took pictures of the place, and everything that I did, they changed everything. Completely changed. And I was like, fuck, all that work I did for nothing. They ripped all the wooden floors out and put all tile on. And I bust my ass at that place putting those floors in. And like and helping, doing shit and help like making the place look all nice and everything. And they changed everything. So it don't make sense. Sell the shit the way it is, get what you want, so that way you don't spend the money fixing it to give it to somebody else that's just gonna change it anyway. So it's unnecessary money. I told that to a client of mine. I said, why are you changing? Why are you trying to make this house worth more? The age of the house is not going to change. It's the age of the structure of the house that people are worried about. They can fix the inside and the outside. But if shit's like old, 30, 40, 50 years old, you can make it look whatever you want. It's fucking still old. It's still an old house. You know? And don't fix shit to give to somebody else because they're gonna change it anyway. And you just spent money to fix it the way you like it to get people to buy it, and you're not even gonna get that money back. Uh-uh. It ain't gonna happen. I guarantee it. You won't. Yeah, that's the because somebody might rip up that new carpet that you put in, Miss Bikini, and put tile or that vinyl floor. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the whole thing. When we came to this house, we changed everything because it all looked like shit. It was not our style. One of the first things we did was renovate the kitchen because it was gross. It looked like some bullshit. And we modernized everything. And everything in this house was brass. And we changed it to brushed nickel because we don't like brass shit. So we changed everything. Like for instance, you see this railing right here, right? You see this railing? You see how nice and varnished it is? It was yellow. I don't know if you guys know what shellac is like. It's like the wood is yellowish, right? And like beigeish yellow. That's what this whole thing was. I sanded it all down, scraped it all that shit off, and I made it. I stained it and varnished it. And I did this like maybe I don't know, a couple years ago, maybe 5 6 years ago, maybe. I redone this whole railing the whole way up because it was yellow. It looked ugly and it was all stained. You know, so don't ever you know fix something for somebody else. Let them buy the shit and fixing themselves. Take my advice. Don't waste your money. Sell as is, get what you can, and run. 'Cause when you start putting new shit just to make something look nice, they don't care about that shit. They're still gonna say, "How old is this place?" Oh, 50 years. Oh, well, we don't give. This place is old. I don't care if you put a new carpet in here. I don't give a shit. I don't care if you just varnish this fucking stairway. I don't give a shit. You can add value to a house. Like we added a swimming pool to this house. So this house has more value just because it has a swimming pool. But we renovated everything inside, but somebody can re-renovate it again. Somebody could say, I don't like this carpet in this room. I'm taking this shut out and put vinyl floors because we're allergic to carpet. Or I don't want to vacuum. I just want to Swiffer and mop. So if you get one of these people come to your house but they don't want no carpet, they're gonna rip that carpet the fuck out. They don't care if it's new or not. It's their house now. They're gonna do what they want. You could put new countertops in your kitchen, and that person say these are countertops are ugly as shit. I'm ripping these motherfuckers out, selling them, and I'm getting my own countertops. I like white countertops. I don't like this green shit that this person put in here. This shit's ugly as hell. Well, I don't like the color of these cabinets. I'm gonna spray them all white. You see what I mean? That's why I always convince people to sell as is because they're only going to change it and you're going to waste money and not get it back. You might as well spend that money you're going to spend on that house to fix it up, to fix your next place up, or to keep it for your rent. It's just like a car. Sell it as is. Don't go put a new muffler on it just because. Fuck them. Let them fix it. They're the ones buying it. So, hey, you know, it's up to you. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do, but me personally, that's something that I've learned through my lifetime. Like it's like my brother-in-law, my ex-brother-in-law's workshop next door. I redid the whole thing. There's nothing in there that he originally done now. There's only one cabinet that I have to like deal with, that I have to like redo, that he fucked up on. And the cabinets that he put in there, I rearranged all the doors. I repainted everything. I tweaked certain things. I painted everything. I'm doing all these different things in there. It's actually going to have a workbench in there. He never had one. So that's why, when he left, I knew I was going to change everything. And I did. That's why you never fix shit and sell it to somebody. I've learned that. So it's up to you guys, you know. Yeah, even though Phil did a great job and it's all nice, whoever buys that place, they're gonna change the color because they don't like it. You know, they're gonna be like, I don't like these white walls. I want gray walls. Or I don't like this gray. I'm gonna paint it yellow. Or I'm gonna paint every different. I'm gonna paint a room a different color. You know, I've been working on houses my whole life, and I've seen people make a lot of mistakes with doing shit like that. So I'm gonna giving you my advice on like what I believe is the easiest way to deal with things. Now, if you're staying there and you want to renovate it for your own liking, then great. But otherwise, that fuck that. Me neither. And I don't want to. I don't want to own a house or I don't want to own an apartment. Hell no. This apartment is good enough for me. I live in here. This is my sister's apartment, my sister's house. I live in the apartment. I'll probably be here for many years to come. And unless I marry a rich woman that has her own house or her own condo and I move in her place, and that means I still don't own it, it's hers. So I'm gonna go where I don't have to buy that shit. Cause I know how much it costs. You know? I'm not gonna buy a house now. Hell no. Fuck that. Well, everything goes up, nothing goes down, you know? And I don't want the responsibility either because I already take care of everybody else's house. And I see how much they spend on their houses, and it's a lot of money. If you ain't rich, then it don't make sense having a house because you're gonna just work all your life to fix it. Well, that's the thing. It'll only go up if you do OnlyFans. So if you want a lot of money, you got to be a hoe in this world. You know, you want that money, you got to be a hoe. Sex sells. And if you don't want to do that, then we have to be middle class and lower class. You know, money comes with a price, but you don't need it. It's all good. As long as you have enough for yourself, that's all that matters. The life, the life we live. That's how it goes. Yeah, it's funny, but it's true though. I saw this woman on YouTube. She said that she made millions of dollars on OnlyFans. I'm like, fuck, dang. I'm like, well, I don't need millions of dollars. Fuck that. I'm good. If I have millions of dollars, that means I'm gonna have millions of headaches. I was always taught my whole life: the more money you have, the more problems you have. Because then everybody wants your money. Everybody wants you to give them a handout because you got money. That's how it is. You know, I have a lot of good millionaire friends and people who employ me, and they're the reasons why I survive and I have my business and money and I have everything I need because I work for millionaires. So it's good. They pay me. I'm not a millionaire, but I work for them, and because I work for them, I got work and I got enough money for myself, and I'm good to go. And they all have offered me like loans and shit like that. And I'm like, no, I'm good, thanks. You sure? Yeah, yeah, I'm good. I don't want no loan. I don't want no nothing like that. I'm good. I never live amongst my means. You got me fucked up. I don't want no loans. No, no. I can't live a life like that on loans and on credit. I can't do that shit. It'll drive me crazy. That's why I never want to owe anybody nothing. Because if I know I owe you, it's gonna bother me. Because I'm always gonna want to pay it right away, or give you the money right away. It'll bother me. That's one thing I can't live by is loans and debts and all that shit. I got what I got and that's it. If I can't afford it, I don't have it. It's that simple. Oh yeah, people have been making money on that shit before OnlyFans. It was other shit, it's just life. That's why God didn't make me a woman. Because if I was a woman, I'd be on OnlyFans right now. I wouldn't be on here doing readings. Hell no, I'll be on OnlyFans showing you my coochie, and you ain't giving me no disease. You're just looking at me. I'll take your money. You want to look at this shit? Sure. I'll be sure. That's why God didn't make me no woman. Especially if I was beautiful. Hell yeah, I'll be on OnlyFans taking all you losers' money. Hell yeah. You can pay to look at me. You won't be fucking nobody though. You paying to look. Keep paying, jackass. And damn right, God said, no, I can't make Mark a woman because I already know what he's gonna do. He knows he'll be sitting on a gold mine. Fuck that. I'll make his ass work. I can have an OnlyFans too. It's for men too, I'm sure men can. I don't even know really, because I don't look at men anyway. But I'm sure men do it for women. I'm sure women are on there paying guys to look at them and shit. I'd do it if I was like, down and out in dumps and needing money. I'll go in there, show them my D. They're like, yeah. Go, Mark, take it off. I'll be like, yeah. How much people I got in here? 20 people. Okay, cool. All right, everybody. If you want to see this D, give me $20 each. As soon as I flash the D, I'm logging off, taking all your money. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about nothing like that. That's not in my category. I'm just paying around, but I'll never do that shit. That's not me. I don't want that shit. I'll earn my money the right way and the decent way for me. But, if I was like a whore or something like that, I'd do it, sure. If that's the only way I can make money, I'd do it if I had to. But that'll be my last resort. That'll be my last resort. But I know a lot of women that do it. That's for sure. They brag about it too. I make millions of dollars while you don't make anything, loser. While you men are out there working hard, I'm on OnlyFans making millions of dollars. I made 400 grand this year. Yeah, well, who cares, ho? You gotta live with yourself. Not me. I don't care. You can make 400 grand. And what if you die tomorrow, sweetheart? That 400 grand goes to somebody else. So all that OnlyFans shit you did is all for nothing because you died. You dumb hoe. That's exactly what I would say. Hey, Ann, welcome back. That's why it all depends on, what you want to do in life. I remember when I was about 21, 22, I went to a strip club in Florida with my boss. It says different here. It's like the slogan that the Celtics have. It's different there. It's different here. Yeah, I went to a strip club with my boss. We went away on a trip to go watch a NASCAR race. And he says, "You're coming to the strip club with me." And I'm like, fuck. I don't want to go to no strip club. I ain't wasting no money on no hoes, man. I don't want that shit. Because come on, man, you're coming with me. I'll pay for it. Don't worry about it. I got you. You need to see some, you need to see some titties and ass and see some strippers. Come on, man. I'm like, fuck, man. All right, let's go. Fuck. So I went in there, and then my boss goes to this chick. Hey, come here, beautiful. He gives her like $100, right, in 20s. And I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, yeah, look, take this guy. He pushed me. He was already like half drunk, right? He's like, take my mate here, Mark, and go give him a couple lap dances. And I'm like, fuck, man, this woman's gonna damn well kill me today. So anyway, I'm in there talking to her, and she's like, okay, I'm tired of talking. I'm gonna give you your lap dances. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So you were talking the whole time, so I can get my mind off of like everything, because I'm watching her like grind away here, and I'm like, oh boy, I'm in trouble. And then she's like, I was like, where you from? She's like, I'm from Hawaii. I said, what the fuck you doing in Florida? She's like, oh, I'm here for school, and this is my only way to pay for school is to come to the club and make money. I said, well, you already got $100 in 10 minutes. I said, my boss has got money. He's crazy. He just wanted me to come here. I said, look, this is my first time in a strip club. So I was talking to her. She was beautiful. And she says, look, I'm not even a hoe. I don't sell myself. I just come here and do this, as you see. I was just talking to her. And she respected me. Like, she gave me a big hug and a kiss and says, thank you for not grabbing me and, doing all this shit that all these other pervs do. I said, yeah, that's cool. I respect you and all that. And she was like, I'm only doing this to make my pay for my school. And I was like, well, if you're doing this, to pay your school, it's not illegal. It's still, you're in a club making money. I said, well, good for you. I hope you pay your school off in a record amount of time. You probably will. I hope you get a better job than this. She was like, oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I don't know her name, but anyway, I just know she's from Hawaii. And I probably would never see her again in my lifetime. So yeah, see, even back then, 20 something years ago, the women at the strip club, they were making money to pay off their college tuition. See, that's why God didn't make me a woman, because I'd be a billionaire. Because I do the same shit. I do the same shit. I'd be like, yeah, I wouldn't sell my coochie. I'll just do lap dances and work at strip clubs, and you can look at my shit. I'll do OnlyFans. I'm making millions. You're damn right. I'd do it if I was a woman. If I was a beautiful, sexy ass bitch, you're damn right I would. Yeah, Cardi B's a hoe. I ain't worried about her. Yeah, I know she was a stripper. She talks about it in her songs about she got you drugged men to get money and robbed them and shit. But she ain't in jail though. She just talks, bullshit in her songs. I don't listen to that hoe. Now she's a cheating hoe. These women now, they're whack as fuck. They're on another level of crazy. That's what they all are, on another level of crazy. But yeah, that's why God didn't make me a woman. He'd be like, no. What you want, Mark? You ain't doing no OnlyFans. You ain't being a hoe. You're gonna be too rich. I always joke about being a stripper in my past life. Being a guy that spun around on a pole. Spun around, and had red speeders and all that shit. I always joke around about it. Who knows? It might be real. I don't know. I know I won't do it. No. I ain't playing that. Yeah, I make money moves. I don't really listen to none of those crazy bitches. They're crazy. There's so many crazy rap hoes out there. I can't listen to that shit. They aggravate me. I don't really listen to like women rappers and singers anyway. I really don't. No offense to any women, but I just don't listen to that shit. Because it pertains like, it pertains to like, the hoods. Like, I don't mind looking at them, but I don't listen to their music. And in my phone and all that shit. Hell no. Because they're talking about guys I don't need to talk about. I need rappers, guy rappers reminding me about the hoods and not to deal with them. So good. But that's how it is though. I know a lot of women that make a lot of money off of those things, but and men too. There's men that do that shit. Mm, I can't do that shit though. I like my body parts to be STD free. I wouldn't mind being like a male escort for some like 50-year-old chicks that are rich. They'd be like, "Can you come over tomorrow? Can I make an appointment?" Yeah, sure. What you need? Need some D? Yeah. All right. Cool. No problem. How much? I don't know. I say about maybe 500 an hour. Oh, that's it. Oh, well, if you want to pay me, give me a tip. You can give me a tip afterwards, sweetheart. It's okay. How long you need me for? 2 hours? All right, no problem. You give me a grand. You need anything? You need me to bring anything? All right. I'll give you a bottle of water because you're gonna need it. Imagine having that life. Fuck. All you gotta do is fuck for money. That's crazy. Like being a porn star, being an escort. That shit's crazy. I know, right? Yeah. You been thinking of grandma lately? Oh, if you're thinking about her, she's probably around you. She's probably around you, helping you. You know. I wasn't close with any of my grandmas, and I didn't even see my grandfathers. They died. They pretty much died. One died before I was born, and one died right after. So I never got to like really, experience grandfather stuff. Um, my grandmother in Portugal, met her maybe 3 times, and I have a like a moment that we shared together that was pretty funny. When I was 10 years old when I went to Portugal for like the second time. The first time I didn't remember. The second time I went with my family, I went to my grandma's house to visit her because I always thought she was a fascinating, grandma. She had long, long hair. She like never cut her hair, and she was like, when I saw her, she was probably maybe in her 70s, maybe, and her hair was pretty much almost down to the ground. It was like maybe a foot off the ground, and she would comb it every morning, and I would watch her, and I'd be like, "Why do you have all that hair?" Like she's like, "Oh, I don't want to cut it." I was like, "Well, what are you gonna do with it?" Because I saw you with that thing on your head, so I would have never thought you had all that hair. So she would like roll it all up and put it underneath like her black bandana grandma style shit, right? And so I never really knew she had all that hair until one morning I went there early and actually watched her do her hair. So she was taking care of her elderly sister at the time. So she would go get the elderly sister, sit her down at the table, and give her soup. And so the elderly lady, I never forget, she was pale white and she had these huge blue eyes. And she said to me, she says, "Oh, who are you?" I'm like, "Oh, this is my grandma." She goes, "Yeah, but who's your mom?" I said, "My mom is so and so, you know." She said, "Oh, I know your mom. And you're her son?" She goes, "Are you here to get something to eat?" And I'm like, "No, no, I'm not here to eat. I'm just here to visit." She goes, "Oh, okay, because I can see, like, I can tell, like, you might be hungry, right?" So I'm like, "No, I'm not hungry. I'm good." So my granny starts bursting out laughing, right? She's like, "Look, she always thinks everybody comes here for food, right? Because all my other um, grandchildren come here to eat my soup. So she's never seen you. So she's gonna ask if you're here to come get food, right?" So we guys laugh, right? So I didn't, I was just like, "No, I'm not here to eat. You can eat it." She goes, "Okay, this is my soup, okay?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah, you can have it, you can have it." I said, "Look, I'm gonna go let you eat in peace, and I'll come back tomorrow, okay? I'm gonna come here every day to visit." And I was only 10 years old, right? But I loved my grandma. Like when I went to go visit her, she fascinated me with her, like, her ways and the way she looked, the way she was, the way she talked, and I remember getting like a mediumship reading, and she came through one time, and the person described her to a T. I was like, "Yeah, that's my grandma." And then my other grandma, she passed away like 10 years ago. She was 94. She passed away from like a bad case of shingles. Her body couldn't handle it, so she passed away in the hospital. But she wasn't really my favorite grandma. She was very critical. She was rude. She was obnoxious, and she said stupid shit to offend you. Like she was weird like that. And I just didn't like her that much. She was a very negative person. But she had her moments where she was cool and stuff. Like she was cool, like, but otherwise that, like, I didn't really have a decent relationship with my grandparents. I didn't see them every day, shit like that. I feel like she's telling me I'm not using my gifts. She was a tarot reader. I can see if I can see her. You should be using your gifts anyway. Fuck's wrong with you, woman? You should be using your gifts regardless. And then if you use your gifts, she can help you. That's how it works. You should use your gifts. You can use it in whichever way you want. You don't have to go live like this, or you can hide yourself and do whatever, or you can just do whatever you feel is comfortable. If you know you have the gift, go for it. That's up to you. You know, People used to tell me, to come here live. I was like, fuck you, I ain't coming on here. Now I'm super comfortable coming on here because it's like a part of life, you know? And I'm glad I did because I've helped thousands of people. So I'm glad I did it. You know, a lot of people depend on me, so why not? I encourage everybody to do it. I'm not a hater. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people would tell you, Mark encouraged me to go, man, because everybody encouraged me. I love you guys too. I love you too, Virgo. I love most people when they sleep, but I like you when you're not sleeping. I'll see if I can connect to your grandma, and I'll see if I can see her. I'll see if I can tap into her. If she wants to come through, I'll check. Well, the person that I see, like she doesn't look old, you know? Like she's presenting herself to me in a good looking way. Like she doesn't look like old, or like I know she's of age, but like she has like her hair is like brown, and like it's all done up like a permish type of thing, and she's got like really small lips, right? And you could see like some wrinkles here and there, but besides that, like what she looks like, she might be showing me like a younger version of her, or like usually I get like people with white hair and things like that. So if her hair was originally like brown, that's probably her, right? Um, okay, well then that's probably why. She doesn't look old to me. She doesn't look like a 90, 80-year old, 90-year-old granny. She looks decent, you know. She doesn't look old. Um, like what I heard her say was you can use your gift, but you need to sort your shit out first. You need to sort your energy out first. Cause she's saying you can't read for people if you don't sort your own life out first. Like that saying, how am I gonna read for you if I can't take care of myself or can't deal with myself first? Like in order to read other people's lives, you gotta sort your own out first. So I'll let you pick the burns out of that. So that's what she wants you to do, is sort out your life to a point where you can read for people if you want to, you know. She doesn't want you to take offense to that, but she says that's what you have to do. You have to like deal with your needs and wants first and your energy. Get yourself to an energetic like part of your life where you can attend to others, but you have to attend to yourself first. That's the first thing she told me. I don't know if you have like one of her old decks or anything like that. If you do, because she's showing me like an old deck, an old tarot deck, like, and it looks like old, and it's like the back of it is like a green and black one. Like it's got like an old thing on the back of it. Could be like an old deck she used. Or maybe she gave you one. I don't know if she did. Like, oh, your aunt has her stuff? Yeah. Hey, LZ, how you doing? Yeah, that's why I asked if you had it, because I feel like her decks are still out there. So yeah, your aunt has it. So, well, you don't have to have it anyway. But she showed me a deck that she had. Like she went like that and showed it to you. But she's saying like she's showing me you reading, but you have. She says that have good posture when you read and actually like have more confidence knowing that you can do it, but adjust your posture is what she says. That's something that I don't do. I don't adjust my posture. I'm very casual when I read because I've just been doing it so long that it doesn't phase me. But like she says you have to work on certain things. She's saying like when you shuffle, when you read or you want to read, make sure your posture is good and you have like the confidence to do it. And she said that, but if you don't do that, you're not gonna like succeed. I'll tell you my advice. If you really want to do it, just know that there's always going to be people that need you. We can't do it on our own. I can't read every single person in the world. So we all have select people that come to us and will adapt to our style and will connect with us. So there's always there's always a way to read people, and if you start connecting with the people that you're supposed to connect with, that spirit sends to you, then you end up becoming, a person that reads for a specific amount of people, or you just read for one person one time and that's all that person needed. So the more you adapt to reading and touching cards and dealing with people's energy, right? You end up seeing shit, hearing shit. You end up reading for that person so accurately that you'll have a client for the rest of your life. You see what I'm saying? And never base your gifts to bring you income and let it override your life. You see what I'm saying? Like never think that you're it's you and you run the world and you are the best. You start saying shit like that, you're gonna lose all your powers and all your gifts. You're never supposed to, like, from my experience, I've seen a lot of people say that they're the best, or they gloat, or they talk about, oh, it's me. I don't deal with spirit. I deal with myself and I'm this and I'm that. That's why those people don't succeed, because they're so dumb that they don't understand what this whole point of doing this is. You're connecting to the spiritual realm of yours and mine. When you ask me something, I connect to your spirits, but your spirits have to give me the authorization, knowing that I'm going to tell you the truth. So if something goes whack, it's because they don't want you to know, or they want you to know. You see? Right. So you got to learn. That's what she's saying. You have to learn how to adapt to people's energy, right? And it's difficult, because there's some people who will aggravate the living fuck out of you with the same shit every day. There, and you have to limit those people, right? Or you learn that that person is never going to change. They have to change themselves. So I can come on here and say, stop asking me the same fucking shit every day. But then you're just gonna go to somebody else and ask that same person the same shit. And then it's gonna drive you nuts. And then some people are gonna take your money and laugh at you, and some people are actually gonna help you and entertain you. And then some people are gonna be like, well, one day it's gonna stop like everything else. The person will eventually like say, you know what? It's time for me to like take it easy. Or you just say, fuck off and leave me alone. It's that simple. That's how you deal with chaotic energy. Never allow someone to continuously take from you because they pay you. You see what I mean? That's the only fucked up thing about doing this type of stuff. All because people pay you doesn't mean you have to do what they tell you. You can tell them, stick your money up your ass and don't come here no more, because you fucking ruin my energy. You drive me fucking up the wall. And I've had to chase people out of here plenty of times, because they think they can do that shit to me. So your money don't mean nothing to me, nor your energy. So I can disconnect from that because I don't give a fuck. But if I genuinely care about you, I can absorb your energy and deal with it and answer your questions and help you. But if you're gonna be an idiot, then spirit's gonna be like, you ain't got no fucking, you just don't see the big picture, do you? You know? So not only are you working with the energy of the person, you're also working with the spiritual side of it, with both sides. See? My spirit realm and your spirit realm have to come together. They don't have to come together, but when they do, that's when you get the right answers. So if you want to know something and it doesn't happen, that means that the spirits on your side were not willing to give me the information because you fucked up, or you don't deserve to hear it, or you don't deserve to know it, or you're not on the right path. You're like obsessed about the same thing over and over and over. And that's when it becomes a problem. And that's when they're not going to give me the right answers anymore because you are not doing what you're supposed to do. So that's why I explain this to everybody who wants to do it part time, full time, or you just want to get into it and be a psychic and help people genuinely. If you genuinely want to help somebody, you have to learn to not allow people to take your energy. I could have told you just now, and fuck you, you got to pay me to go to talk to your grandma, right? So you're going to say this guy's fucked up because he won't even check, right? Or you might be like, oh, yeah, okay, cool, I'll pay you, whatever, right? But instead, because I know you and I care about you and you're my friend, right? And you ask kindly, I did it. And that what is that taken from me? Nothing. If I can make somebody happy and I can connect with somebody for a good cause, I'll do it. But if you're gonna sit here and take advantage of somebody, that's fucked up. You know, I'm gonna be like, yo, like, fuck you think I am? You little bitch or something? You see what I'm saying? So like, if you can do the good parts of it and help people in a genuine way, you'll succeed. It's just that simple. And you have to understand that if you do free shit, you gotta limit it so it doesn't override your whole life and your whole channel and your whole vibe. Because when you do too many free things, right, the same people come into the room under different names and they ask the same question or a different question, and then spirit's like, I'm not gonna give this motherfucker another answer because you're trying to fuck this person over. See, so we don't know that sometimes. So spirit's gonna be like, hey, spirit would tell me, hey, this person so and so in here, they're the same person as this other person. Don't answer their shit. That's why I stopped doing free shit. Because all you do is get repetitive people that are obsessed and like, oh, it's free. I'm gonna burn this motherfucker. I'm gonna take everything from him. I'm gonna come on here on all three of my accounts and ask three different questions for free. But little do you know that shit's probably not even gonna come true, even if that person is good, because spirit's gonna be like, no, no, you must think we were born yesterday. Uh-huh. Well, you allow people to take advantage of you. That's the issue. And that's why your granny says you have to deal with yourself first before you read somebody else. You see what I'm trying to tell you? Is you can't just start reading for people and know that it's going to work, and you already know, you're already saying people tend to take advantage of you. So if you allow these people to take advantage of you, it's your fault, not theirs. You can't let people take advantage of you. You have to be a bitch sometimes and say, hey, fuck you. You don't think you're coming in here taking my energy. Fuck off. Here you go. Look, delete. Goodbye. No timeouts. Hide from channel. Goodbye. That's what you got to do. You got to be strict with your energy because you're doing shit that means a lot to you, you know? And if I know you and I love you and I'm cool with you like that, I'll give you anything. It's cool. I'll do whatever I can to help you. But if you're one of those people that come in here and beg for shit all the time, which I don't have in here, thank God, I get rid of those people. That's why you don't see those people in here, because I get rid of them. But if you've been my client, you pay me and you treat me with respect, even if you don't ever had a reading from me and you just ask me to check something for you, I'll do it. Because to me, it ain't about money. It's about my reputation and my respect. That's it. But you're not going to take advantage of me. Hell no. Because then I'm dumb enough to let you. You see? So that's what you have to work on. Is earning your own respect and giving that respect to people who respect you. Once you get a little group of people like I have, you ain't got to worry about anybody else. No problem, sweetheart. I love you too, and you're welcome. And if you need anything, you want me, to like give you some other pointers or get you prepared for it. Even if you start a channel, I'll shout you out on here and send people to you. One thing about me, I'm not no fucking hater. Like I always shout out everybody. I started that shit back in the day. People used to get mad at me because I used to like shout out everybody. And some people were like, "Oh, you're so nice. You mentioned me and you're not a hater." And I'm like, "Yeah, why am I gonna hate on you for what? You can help somebody, I can, and I can help somebody, you can. So if we can help somebody, then fuck, why am I gonna hate on you for what? You see, I've been like that since day one. I'm always shouted out pure people. I'll be like, look, my friend Ann, her name's G Let's right here. Look, go check her channel. She does readings. She can probably help you if I can. Or if I'm not here, go see her. Marlon and I do it. Me and Becca do it. Me and a lot of people do it. We always, people recommend me all the time because they're not a medium. They be like, you need a medium? Yeah, go check Mark. He'll do it. You know? It's just the way life should be. You fucking hate no. We can always help each other. That's not a problem. All right, LZ, you said let's get some channel matches. Family bullshit popping off again just when I started to feel like calling. Well, I can't say I didn't tell you. So I believe I told you like maybe a week ago or a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I told you that family shit might be coming. You said it was pretty quiet, but you said, yeah, it's bound to happen. And here it is. It never ends. You know that, LZ, right? Rudy comes out of nowhere. Look, everybody is going to have a good time. Hi, Rudy. Yes, we are going to have a good time. We always have a good time. We always have a good time. You know me. I ain't no hating ass motherfucker. You know? Yeah, I remember I told you that family shit was going to come back up, and watch out. That's why a lot of other readers, they don't like me. They really don't like me because they know that they hate the fact that they see you. If they read for you, you know what the biggest problem on YouTube is with other readers is if they see you in my room and they've been in your room and got a reading before and they see you in my room, they're gonna be like, fuck, this person's in Mark's room. Mark's gonna read for him and take my client. That's just the most stupidest thing that I've heard other readers say. Oh, you're taking my client. This motherfucker you don't earn this person. This person can go wherever they want and get a fucking reading. I'm nobody's client. I go wherever I want. It's just like a grocery store. So if I see you in a different grocery store, I'm gonna be mad? No, because you might go to that grocery store because they're cheaper or they have some that the other one don't. It's the same thing with psychics and everything else. So if I see you in somebody else's room, I don't give a shit. Everybody in this room found out about me through somebody else. You didn't just stumble across me, and if you did, cool. But I guarantee 90% didn't. You know? So what am I gonna do? Say, oh, I can't read for you because you're somebody else's client? That's like a lot of these people in here, they're fucking deranged. That's the only thing I don't like about like other psychics on here. They, not all of them, but some of them are I love to death, you know. And when I need them, they're there for me, and when they need me, I'm there for them. But majority of them they're so full of hate and envy and jealousy that's why they're not real decent psychics, because they got all that animosity and jealousy inside of them. So spirits can be like, why am I gonna make you, do good? You're a fucking idiot, you know. Yeah, LZ, I know it's not easy. I remember when I first met Marley, I went in her room and I gave her like a mediumship reading. It wasn't by chance. It was by, because her grandfather was like aggravating me to tell her. So I was like, she was like, "Oh, I know you. I've seen you around." I'm like, "Yeah, I know you too, because I've seen you. I've been in your room. I actually got a reading from you a while ago, like, but it's hard to get readings from her at the time." And I always, thought she was funny and shit. So I always like hung out in the background. Didn't want to disturb her or anything. Plus, I didn't know anybody in there. So I just started talking to her one day, and then her grandfather was like, "Come on, Mark, please tell her this, tell her that." And I'm like, "Fuck, man, I'm not gonna bother this chick. She's gonna kick me out of her room or something, like." So I ended up reading for her in her room, and she was blown away. She was like, "What the fuck?" And then next thing you know, she came in my room that night. And I said, "Look, if you come in my room later, I'll give you like the rest of the message, because I don't want to like disrespect you in your room. People are here waiting and I don't want to like get in your way." So later on that night, she came in my room and I gave her the rest of the reading. And she couldn't believe it. Like that her grandfather came through. And I was like, "Look, this guy's a pain in my ass. Like, he's very persistent." She was like, "Yep, that's him." And one day her mom came in her room and he came again, and he was like, "Oh, tell my daughter this, and this." And I'm like, "Fuck, man, leave me alone. Like, take it easy." And he was like, "Look, please tell my daughter this and that." And then his wife came. So like it was crazy. Everything just like happened, and I did it, for her, because it bring them peace. It bring her mom peace. It bring her peace. It bring, her family peace to know that, this shit's real. Like, your spirit's around you. You just have to have somebody that actually knows what they're talking about to give you the message. So that's how it works. And then because I gave her that reading, she sent people to me. Same thing happened with Star Lotus Tarot. I read for her one day in here. It was insane. Her brother came through. Um, then the sun hit me in my face and shit. That reading was like nuts. And then she put me on to all these people. Like, but I never go begging or promoting myself. It's just word of mouth, because I don't like too much attention. But if it wasn't for like the good people in my life, I'll be fucked. I wouldn't have nothing to go off of. So I've helped a lot of good people and they helped me. And that's how it should be. We should all help each other, like, when we need be. If I'm not around, go see this person. If I'm around, I'll take care of you. Whatever, like, I've dealt with a lot of good people lately, so that's good. All my haters are gone, so it's great. All right, LZ, what I got here is with the family thing in the next couple days, weeks, and for this month. um they all want something to do with money, obviously. They're going to diligently try to proceed to do things to aggravate you, to get in the way. They're going to try and find every opportunity in the future to do things, but the thing is, their plans are going to fail. Whatever they're planning, it's going to fail. They're gonna try new things. They're gonna try to approach the old problems in new ways, but it isn't gonna work. So you can rest assured that whatever they're doing, it ain't gonna happen. Their plans are gonna fail. Obviously, somebody's watching over your dad, and making sure that it shit ain't happening, right? They're gonna make a lot of faulty choices, bad decisions. There's gonna be a lot of hesitant behavior, indecisive behavior, and they're going to like try to find opportunities to do things, but it's not gonna work. So whatever they're planning, it ain't gonna work. So you ain't gotta worry about them like getting their way, or you know, yeah, they're gonna annoy you. They're gonna try and get underneath your skin, and this is the test right now for you. The test for everybody in this world is other people. Years ago, a psychic friend of mine said to me, I said to her, do you get out much? You know, you need some sun. You're pale as a ghost, right? I was joking with her. She goes, Mark, I'm not going outside. There's people out there. Fuck that. And she was serious. She was like, Mark, I don't go out much. I get shit delivered. I just go outside to in my yard, but I ain't going nowhere. Fuck that. She says, there's people out there. And when she said that, I started laughing because she's absolutely right. And here I am years later, and I use that saying all the time. There's people out there. And it's fucking true. It's damn well true. People are nuts, especially this past couple years. People are crazy. So you know that they're crazy, but you don't have to worry about it. Spirit's on your side, yes, and they are going to fail, but they will test you. They will annoy you, and these are all things to do with like trying to hoarder things from your dad, trying to get money, trying to get belongings, but it's not going to work. Their greed and their fear and their inability to like do the right things are going to make them feel unhappy. Like, they're not going to be getting anything. So you don't have to worry about it too much. I know it can be annoying and I know it's energy draining, but don't worry, their plans are going to fail and they're very indecisive right now. They're trying to find a new way to deal with these things, but even if they do, it's still not gonna prevail for them, you know. Yeah, and they're gonna try again, but there's a clamp on those things. You know what I mean? Like they know that if they get caught, they're fucked. So it's like they're very hesitant and very indecisive about trying to do any of those things because they know you're watching, others are watching, and they know like there's things that happen where it gets diverted and they can't get anything. So I know how they are. You've told me about them before, and that's exactly what I have here. Is they're going to possibly try new ways. They're going to try and get more information. They want to try and get all these things, but it's going to fail. I'm getting a failed mission again. And I'm getting that it could be like a man that tries to do this and he's going to fail. So if there's like a man that's close to your dad and he's like the bad one, then it's probably him. So it could be like his brother or uncle or somebody that's a male that's trying to do this. So you might be dealing with a male figure with this whole thing. Yeah. So that's why I'm getting it's not going to be successful. Even though they're going to annoy you and try to get things and try to do bad things, just know that it ain't going to work. Yeah, I got a man here with brown hair, so it could be him. If he has brown hair, I would say it's a guy with brown hair. But he's the type of person that he'll act shy, but he's like, he'll act a certain way, even if it's not shy, but he'll act a certain way, but be thinking a different way. He'll be putting on an act. So yeah, like I said, I think it's a new way now. It's a new person, like not a new person, but like a person but someone else trying, because I'm getting a male that's possibly gonna try to get in there. Maybe your grandmother and aunts talking to a man that's family, and they're gonna try and get him to deal with it. Oh, there you go. It's probably him. That's why I got what I got. So if the one with the brown hair, if they all have brown hair and there's one that's like acts nice but shady, it's him. Because that's who I have here. I have a guy who acts kind of like cool and shy and hey, how you doing? But he's up to no good. But he's gonna make a bad choice dealing with it, and then he'll be like, yeah, fuck this, I'm not doing it. Like I feel like the person's gonna get caught up, and it's this person. It's a male. So I got a man very strongly in the cards. So it's probably him. They're probably trying to convince him to do something, and then it's gonna backfire. So you ain't gotta worry about it too much, from what the cards say. But you personally, I feel like the future holds opportunities for you. Like I've told you already, this is shortly gonna arrive. New things, work, money. Things look good for you on the work front and money and things like that. So you personally are going to be fine, but with connection with the family, there's going to be a man who acts up. So yeah. So he can possibly try to do something again. He's going to approach it in a new way, but still fail. So at the end of the day, it seems like he's a dumbass. So he might show his dumbass energy again. So don't be surprised if he does try to act up again or do something stupid again. So looks like this person wants to try what they did back in the day, but in a new way, but it's still not gonna. But the person is very hesitant and indecisive in doing it, so they're not very sure if they really want to do it because they know they're gonna get caught or they know that something's gonna happen. So their thoughts are not very good. Well, that's a good decision. So at least you saved your dad from that bullshit. When it comes to wills and deeds and family shit with money, man, that shit pisses me off, man. I can't stand it. I'd rather people not put me in a will and and leave me alone. That's what I honestly feel sometimes. But or if you're gonna put me in a will, just leave me there because I'll deal with everything the right way and don't leave these other morons in the will. Just like how the will I got left in with my auntie and uncle. They put 12 of us on there. There was 17. My auntie took off 5 and my uncle died. And then on my uncle's side, there was 2 guys that contested the will, and they took a long time to sign the papers. And the last one, there's still no word of him signing. And the deadline is on the 16th of this month. And we still haven't heard from the person that if he actually signed the papers. Because if he don't sign, we don't get nothing. It goes to court. And then the court decides on whether or not, you know, when we get our money or if this guy, we just save money when he's ready or whatever, or just exclude him from the will because he hasn't signed, which I doubt he'll do. Because the people that are on that list, out of those 12 people, I would say me, both my sisters, and maybe the lady, the caretaker, my cousin, and then maybe another person. Half of those people on that will don't even have the money that we're going to receive in their bank account. That's how sad it is. We're going to get a good bit of money. You know what I mean? And I guarantee that half those people on that list don't even have that money in their bank accounts. I guarantee it. I'll put my life on it. Because all of them's a bunch of broke motherfuckers with no money anyway. And they ain't got no like businesses and assets and things like that. They're all a bunch of jokes. And the 2 that didn't sign and gave us a hard time, those are the 2 brokest motherfuckers on the list. Because they wanted more money. And I'm like, you guys, there's something fucking wrong with you people. You're getting free money and you're still like contesting what the caretaker's getting. Like, are you serious right now? Like, I can't believe it sometimes. I'm like, you people are absolutely nuts. You motherfuckers are broke and you're still making off about an extra 5 grand. I said, look, this is why I don't like being on wills. Because people are stupid. They just don't accept, don't be happy that they actually was in the will. One, two, you're gonna get a good bit of money. And three, who the fuck are you to complain about the caretaker? She's the one who took care of my auntie. So she deserves more money. You jackass. What finger did you lift to help my auntie? You shouldn't even be in the will either. People are weird, man. I don't understand these people. Broke ass motherfuckers contesting the will. That's a new one for me. Well, if they're running out of time, that means that they're gonna try one more time to do something. So yeah. Yeah, and see that's why you be all right because they're the ones who are guilty. They're the ones who are broke. So they're probably gonna try one more time to do some bullshit, but it's not gonna work. So you can rest assured that whatever they do is gonna backfire. People always suck. People are just weird. When it comes to money, that's what I just explained to Ann just now, right? And to you guys. That if I made this channel about money, I would not be as good as I am. Because I'll be so focused on bullshitting you for money or begging you for money or telling you like you have to give me a certain amount or whatever or not doing extra shit for you. If I base my life on that, I wouldn't be the person I am. Because spirit would be like, this motherfucker's weird. He's greedy. He thinks that is all him. So we're not gonna give him no answers and no nothing. Fuck it. See? And that's what happens to a lot of people. The people that are greedy, they never succeed. They always get caught up in their own greed and they lose all their power. And that's what happens. Is money over evil. Money is evil. Money is the root of all evil. And that's why you can't allow the temptation of money to interfere with your gifts and interfere with your whole life. Because everybody's going to die. And when you go in that coffin, that's it. Your body's gone and your soul can't spend the money. And your body's dead, so it can't receive or give money either. You can put money in the coffin, but you can't use it. You're done. Your money spending days are over. Spirit don't have a wallet. So don't worry about money and shit like that. Don't ever like be greedy and don't ever like base your life on money. Because that's what the system has programmed us to do. Yeah, get money and this and that. You need money and money this and money that. Try not to think about those things too much. It's nice to have money, yes. Money is good. Money brings happiness, yes, it does. But money can also ruin your life. You know? So you have to be careful with all of those things. And that's why when I get my inheritance money, the first thing I'm going to do, when that check's deposited in my account and I see it there, the first thing I'm going to do is help my parents because they're the ones who need financial assistance and gain. So I'm going to use some of that money because if it wasn't for my mom, then that's my mom's sister that left the money in the will for me. If it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't have that will money because that's my auntie, my mom's sister. So the first thing I'm going to do is help my parents with that money. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm not going to go spend it on myself. I'm going to help my parents. That's definitely what I'm going to do. I want them to sleep at night knowing that they're okay, that they got enough money and they got me helping them and my sister and whatever. That's the main thing. Because I know it's all coming back to me eventually one day. And until then, that's what I want to do with that money. I want to help my parents. I'm going to go, see how everybody bought all those supplies and groceries for those people in need for that hurricane in North Carolina? That's exactly what I'm going to do with my parents. When I get that inheritance money, I'm gonna take my mom in my van. I'm gonna take her to this place like Walmart, Costco's, whatever you people have. We don't have that. We have our own stuff. It's called Price Right. I'm gonna take her there and I'm gonna go get a grocery cart. I'm gonna say, Mom, what do you need? And I'm gonna buy her a shitload of stuff. I'm gonna put everything in my van. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna put it in the garage and in the spare bedroom. It's gonna be packed as shit, and I don't care what she says. I'm gonna buy her everything she needs, so the money they get in their pension, they don't have to use it. So then it builds up, so it gives them more security. So I'm gonna use a couple $1,000 to help them, make sure they're okay, and then their money builds up, and then by the time their supplies go, they're gonna be okay. And I'll buy them more. I don't give a fuck. That's cool. We'll buy them more. Because they're not here too long. You got to take care of your parents while they're here. Because in spirit, they're going to take care of you for the rest of your life. Capiche? And that's the best thing you can do, is always take care of the people that take care of you and brought you into this fucking world. So that's what I'm going to do. I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to help my parents. And that's the only thing that I want to do. And that's the only thing on my mind. So I'm going to help my parents, make sure they have everything, fix up the house. And I'm going to give my mom like $1,000, like a card for the groceries. I'm going to buy her pure groceries. And then I'm going to get her $1,000 card. And I'm gonna say, look, this is another $1,000 card. She's gonna fuck me off because she don't want me to do that shit, right? But I'm gonna do it. And my sister, she's gonna do the same thing. We're gonna pitch in. Her and I, me and my sister, are gonna give them like money. We're gonna give them cards for the grocery cards, gift cards, and we're gonna buy them pure food and pure shit. We're gonna buy them everything they need. So they ain't gotta buy shit for like a whole year. And that's the right thing to do. You're right. It is the right thing to do. That's what I want to do. I want to help my parents. So, I'm not just saying that I'm going to do it, because I always do it anyway. I help them now. And my younger sister. We both help my parents all the time. I'm going there tomorrow to cut the grass. Somebody's got to do it. So yeah, wills, money, it's all a pain in the ass. So yeah, that's how it is. It's life. But just remember to always help your parents. Always help, the people that you love, your kids, your parents, all the people that you love. Take care of them, because you never know when you're gonna need them. And try and help them as much as they can, because they're only here for so long. And when they're gone, you're gonna be like, fuck, I wish my dad was here, I wish my mom was here, or I wish so and so was here, or hey, you know what? They left me shit. I'm grateful. Things like that, man. Be grateful for everything you have, because you can be in North Carolina right now with no fucking house and watch it go down the road. I saw some of the craziest shit I've ever seen on here with that hurricane. It actually, like, the water took whole houses and shit just down the river, like gone. I couldn't imagine that happening to me. So that's why I'm grateful for everything I have and how I live, because I would never want to live somewhere like that. That fucking Mother Nature takes my house down the river. What? Now you can imagine that shit. All your personal shit just gone. Your whole life's gone. And people are over here fucking complaining about bullshit. That's why God bless them and God save them. And I know that those people are going to be all right. I know that they're strong. I know that people are helping them. So I'm happy to see that they're getting help. So I'm very, very happy today to hear that and see that people are really helping them a lot. So it makes me less worried about, them surviving. And I feel a lot better knowing that people actually are helping a lot. Not your fucking government, but actually people that live there are helping them. So it's good to know. I'm glad that people are helping them, because it's nothing like a hurricane fucking up your shit. I know all about that. So yeah, LZ, it brought tears to my eyes. I don't even like to relive the moments that I saw on those videos. I couldn't imagine being those people, like right now, like going through that traumatic shit and like coming outside and seeing shit missing. Like that's fucking crazy. It's so crazy. Like, and that's why I get kind of upset when I see things like that, because there's so many people complaining about minor shit, and these people like have lost their whole life, and you're here complaining about bullshit. You know, there's a lot of people who like I get mad at because they don't even know what it's like to go through a hurricane or a natural disaster. They're lucky. So I feel bad for them, and I'm praying that that new hurricane doesn't destroy Florida again. So there's another hurricane going towards Florida. I pray to God that it's not what they say it is, and if it does hit, you know, and I hope to God that nobody dies and they recover from it, and that's the last one. But I actually worry about when I see hurricanes going somewhere. I worry so much about the people. Like I always pray, like I said, please God help those people, man. That's fucked up. Like, cause I know, like when a hurricane hits the states, that shit demolishes everything, and it's like fuck, man. So now we have to worry about another shit. Yeah. So it's not easy, but hopefully they're gonna be okay. What you talking about? Go PTS? I don't want to hear that. Who you watching? Pittsburgh Steelers? Is that the game tonight? Who are they playing? If that's what you're talking about, I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, Pittsburgh. Boo, boo. I can't even talk no shit because the Patriots lost again today. It was pretty. I hate the Cowboys. Fuck the Cowboys. I don't like that. I'd rather root for Pittsburgh. Yeah. I don't like. I'm a Cowboy hater. I don't like Cowboys. Fuck the Cowboys. But yeah, the Patriots lost today to the Dolphins by a couple points, 5 points, 15-10. And I couldn't believe it. The last play, they were like 10 yards away from the touchdown. And I was like, fuck. Like they made a nice run at the end. I thought they were going to win. And I was like, damn it, man. They were like so close from winning. If they had like 10 more seconds, they would have won. And I was like, fuck, man, the Patriots ain't got no luck this year. We lost all these games by a couple points. It was only one game we got blown out. And that was the San Francisco 49ers blew us out. But all the other games were so close, like a couple points, like a touchdown. It's fucked up. But we'll be all right. It'll be okay. The Celtics won today, too, so I'm good. That's why I got my shit on. Yeah, you're right, LZ, but that's the thing. Um, they're not prepared because hardly anything goes that way, right? So I understand like the devastation that they're going through because it doesn't really happen, right? But everything happens for a reason. And when this happened to them, I know some people say, why did God do this? But God did it to open people's eyes up. to show them, hey, look, if you want your life to continue to be fucked up in America, then you keep voting for these clowns that ain't gonna help you, right? And this is what I truly believe. That's why this shit happened, right? And all those people in North Carolina, not one person has said, "Thank God for the government helping us. Thank God for FEMA. Thank God for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Thank God for them because they helped us." They even said the National Guard came and then like helped, and that was about it. And then the rest was all the locals that have helicopters, machinery, and they help. You know, everybody's been helping each other, and there's still no. And then they have the nerve to say we're going to give you 750. Like this is happening for a reason. This is to wake up all the stupid people that have voted for these clowns to destroy your life in the last 4 years. So you have to ask yourself, how has your last 4 years of your life been? Probably shitty, right? So in order to make it better, you need a change. It's that simple. That's all I'm gonna say. In Bermuda, it's the same thing. People want to change. They're fed up. Inflation, bullshit, all this stuff has got to go. People, it's shit's got to change. So in order to change, you have to change the government to find a better way. That's it. You give somebody the chance to make it right. And I believe that that's the only way. But even without the government, we can all help each other. And that's exactly what's been happening. People are taking the initiative and the balls to take care of each other. During a hurricane, you have to take care of each other. It's no other way. We do it here too. Hey, Hermana, how you doing? So I feel bad for those people. Uh, the United States has gotten beat up a lot by natural disasters, forest fires, earthquakes, fucking, hurricanes, tornadoes. Um, it's crazy. Like the United States is getting beat up pretty bad, and it's telling you something. You know, it's saying like, look, this fucking place is full of evil. It's time to change the energy. The energy has to shift in order for good things to happen. When you have evil, you are who you hang around. You are who you vote for. You are who you deal with. So if you don't change the energy and the energy doesn't shift, then you're not going to shift. Shit's going to keep going bad and bad and worse and worse. That's how it is. You're good? Good to hear. So I wish that, I had a way to help those people, but I've watched a lot of videos today online, and there's a lot of people helping those people in North Carolina. So I'm very happy to see the progress is better now. And people are like, cleaning up everything. I saw bulldozers, bobcats, excavators. People are working. Like people are trying to get that shit back up and running. Like, and the one thing I don't see is power lines anywhere. That shit's gone. So they ain't gonna get no power for a long time. So a lot of people have sent generators, fuel, propane. That's all you really need is a generator, running water, and a barbecue to make food. It's simple, and have the food also. So I'm very happy that they're getting what they need. So I'm happy that they're not gonna suffer, you know, any longer. Homes can be rebuilt, cars can be replaced, but your life can't. So when you're in a situation like that, always give thanks that you stayed alive, because God kept you alive for a reason, so you can see and rebuild your life, because your life needed change. That's sometimes the reality of it all. Sometimes your life needs to be crushed in order to have a good one. That's why I never like grudge anything that God puts before me because I know it's happening for a reason. So that shit all happened for a reason. It's to show people like, hey, we need to come together. We need to help each other. We're gonna see who the good people are, who the bad people are, and we're gonna have to make decisions to make our lives and our countries better. It's that simple. We can't let the devil keep taking over, man. This shit's gotta stop. And it's gotta stop now. So I'm glad people are waking up more and more every day. But we shouldn't have to have disasters like that to happen to change. You know, should have been changed. I know hurricanes can't be stopped, but you know, we can always do better for next time. I've learned from every hurricane. I've learned my lesson. I've learned what to do, what to secure, what's gonna get battered, how the wind, what wind direction it's coming. So I got to make sure a certain area is secure or certain things are done. And I also got to understand. See, I have a big generator, but I can't depend on that generator because what if that generator breaks? What if that generator don't run? What if it breaks down? What if one of the sensors fuck up? So I always have a plan B. I have a cooler with ice just in case the generator fucks up and we don't have no source of power. I have ice in a in a cooler, and I have plenty of water, and I have enough propane to make food on a barbecue, and I make sure like I have everything I need. Lots of gas, lots of propane, and lots of ice to make sure I'm good to go. So I learned from every situation I've been in because one year we had a hurricane and we had the generator, and the generator broke down because the rats got into the generator and fucked the electrical up. But we didn't know until the generator ran. So when it ran for like an hour and then it broke and it said sensors gone, whatever. So when we checked it the next day, that there was a nest that the rats made in there to have babies, and they fucking ate the insulin of the wires and fucked the generator up. So we were without power for 2 weeks because we couldn't get the generator fixed. So the first thing we did was we had coolers, we filled them up with ice, and we had our essentials in there, which is cold water, milk, cheese, anything that we needed that needed to be in a cooler and have fridge, type of thing, portable fridge almost. And we got propane and we made barbecue shit every day. That's it. Or if you have a gas stove, you're good. You just have to ignite it yourself. So there's a lot of things that people have that I learned from my years of dealing with hurricanes is you can't depend on your electricity and your generator. You always have to have a plan B, C, and D. So yeah, that's how it goes. That's why, Marky, I'm always thinking and saying, yeah, if I get another hurricane, this is exactly what I gotta do. I gotta be prepared for every fucking bullshit that happens. And ice, you can just get rid of it if you don't need it. It'll just fucking throw it in the grass. Who cares? You know? But you never know while that generator's running. It might flop in 2 days. You know? Oh, I knew you were gonna talk about Plan D. I knew the Plan D wouldn't go over your head. You're always so excited, you know. Miss Bikini was at the beach today, and I asked her if she was, if she had her thong on or her like G-string, and she said no, she was wearing Granny polka dot bathing suit. So I said, "Oh man, that's no fun." But I said I'd rather her be that way and be a widow instead of a widow with her ass hanging out. So she's a good girl today. She had her polka dot, bathing suit on with her big ass, covered instead of showing, So she's been a good girl today. Oh shit. We gotta laugh. We gotta laugh. We gotta have fun. But anyway, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I've been on here for 2.5 hours. Time flies. It's been a good day. I had a nice day today. Very peaceful. Very nice day. I went to my parents' house and had lunch. Talked to my mom about things and my dad. My dad's doing much better. So thanks for praying for him if you did. His gout's much better. He's been walking better and his arms are better. His fingers are better. So his gout's like, back down to normal. So he's all right now. So they're good. I'm happy. The people in North Carolina are getting attended to. So I'm happy with that too. I'm happy I got you guys here. Love you guys. And I want you all to have a good, Monday, good Sunday night, good Monday, a good week. I wish you guys the best. I hope everything goes your way and get what you want. Um, but yeah, what you need, you didn't get your question. What are you talking about? You don't need to ask no damn questions. The fuck you want to ask questions for? You don't need to ask no damn question. The question you need to ask yourself, right, is when you gonna get shit. When are you gonna get shit done? Let's get it done, Rudy. Don't be bullshit. You don't need no damn answer to no damn question. Your question is go to sleep and get ready for the new week. Your answer, I mean. Yeah? That's your damn answer. All right? Get your ass to sleep and make sure you have a good week and don't complain. That's your answer. Okay? I'll be here tomorrow. Save it for tomorrow. Oh, I've been know you. I know you. I know everybody in here. I know all you little scoundrels in here. You know. I know you all, fuckers. Mm. Nah, I love you guys. I know you guys mean well, and I know you're all good people. That's why I like you. That's why I love you. I love you more now because you're all gonna go to sleep. That's why I love you guys even more. That's why I always tell you all I love you at the end of my show, at the end of my life. I tell you all I love you guys. See you tomorrow. You know why I tell you that? Because I love you all when you go to fuck sleep. Because that way you ain't bother me, you ain't gonna aggravate me. Nah, you guys are aggravate. I love you guys too. I hope you all have a great week, like I said. Miss Bikini, go wash your polka dot bathing suit and make sure you get that, that dong one for next time. And anyway, let me stop talking shit. I'm gonna go take my dog outside for a walk real quick, and then I'm gonna go sleep. I got a lot to do tomorrow. I gotta paint the rest of my workshop tomorrow. I'll take a video tomorrow and show you guys. I'll take a video of my workshop and show you guys what I'm in doing. Show you the class and style, All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I appreciate you guys being here and having fun. Cool.